There are moments when heaven does not shout, it whispers. When you feel confusion in your heart and distance in the one you trusted most, it is not chaos, it is divine orchestration. This message has not found you by chance. It has been sent through the silence between two souls, carried by the breath of Archangel Gabriel, to awaken your discernment. What seems like friendship breaking may, in truth, be heaven speaking. There is a voice that moves through every human connection, a sacred frequency beneath the surface of daily life. When love delays, when trust trembles, when your friend acts in ways you cannot understand, that is when the divine hand moves unseen. For the Lord uses relationships as mirrors, as chisels, as bridges between the heart and His will. The bond you question now is not an accident. It is part of a celestial design to reveal what your spirit has not yet perceived. The actions of your friend, her words, her distance, they are not random. They are instruments in a heavenly melody, preparing your heart for something greater. As it is written in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." Even the hidden actions of others, even the pain of misunderstanding, are woven by divine intention. So listen, chosen soul. The silence between you and your friend is not emptiness. It is God creating space for revelation. The confusion you feel is the beginning of understanding. And what is being exposed now is not meant to wound you, but to awaken you to the truth of your own destiny. The message of heaven begins here, where love, loss, and faith meet. Archangel Gabriel stands beside you, ready to interpret the language of heaven through the actions of a friend, the whisper of heaven in human relationships. There are times when God chooses the most unexpected voices to deliver His will. Not angels in radiant light, but ordinary people wrapped in mystery and imperfection. Your best friend may be one of them. Heaven often hides its messages in the gestures, words, and silences of those we hold closest, because love creates the only language the soul truly hears. When you prayed for signs about your destiny, about the one chosen for your heart, heaven began to weave threads of revelation through your daily life. Yet the signs did not come as you imagined. They came through moments of tension, miscommunication, and subtle intuition. This is how heaven tests perception. When God speaks through someone's presence, you feel both comfort and disturbance, because divine truth never leaves the soul unchanged. Your friend's actions, the way she distances herself, the sudden changes in tone, the words that echo longer than they should, may all be part of a spiritual dialogue you have not yet decoded. For in the celestial order, relationships are not coincidences but assignments. Each soul that enters your path carries a portion of divine purpose, some to awaken love, some to expose illusion, some to prepare you for the one who will walk beside you through eternity. Archangel Gabriel stands near, observing how your heart responds to the human voices sent as tests of divine hearing. He does not speak through thunder now, but through reflection, asking, "Can you discern the sacred beneath the familiar?" Remember the story in 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 12, when Elijah did not find God in the wind, nor in the earthquake, nor in the fire, but in a still, small voice. That same whisper moves through your relationships. It speaks when you are quiet enough to feel it, when you stop demanding clarity and start perceiving presence. Your best friend may be heaven's whisper in human form, a soul carrying both light and shadow, chosen to teach you discernment, humility, and divine patience. Do not look only at what she does, look at what her actions awaken in you. For that is where the true revelation begins, when the heart misreads the signs. The human heart, in its longing to be loved and understood, often becomes blind to the language of heaven. It interprets divine redirection as rejection and calls protection betrayal. What you saw as distance, what you felt as confusion in your friend's actions, may have been the exact moment God stepped in to reroute your destiny. For heaven's silence is never absence, it is strategy. When emotion governs perception, the spirit grows restless. You begin to ask why the one who once stood beside you now feels far away. You question their loyalty, their affection, their purpose. But what if the change in this friendship is not punishment, but preparation? The Lord knows what your heart cannot yet see. He knows the future love He is preparing for you, and He removes what blocks its arrival. In Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9, it is written, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." And sometimes He redirects those steps through loss, confusion, or separation. The same divine hand that blesses union is the hand that allows division when it protects destiny. Archangel Gabriel stands at the edge of your heart's storm, whispering clarity where emotion has built fog. He asks you to see beyond words and appearances, beyond what feels unfair. For divine messages are not always wrapped in beauty. Sometimes they come disguised as pain to ensure they reach the deepest part of the soul. The misunderstanding with your friend may be heaven's tool to open your spiritual eyes. You were looking for signs of love, but God is teaching you discernment first. Before He gives you the one who will love you in truth, He must heal the part of you that clings to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves your purpose. This is not betrayal, it is refinement. Heaven is purifying your attachments, separating illusion from revelation. Your emotions may resist this divine interruption, but in time you will see how even the silence of your friend was part of a sacred conversation between your heart and God. The hidden role of your best friend. Your best friend is more than a companion. She is a mirror placed by heaven to reveal the unseen truths of your heart. Her words, her silences, her choices, all carry messages that extend beyond human intention. Often the soul cannot hear directly from God without intermediaries. And so, those closest to you become instruments of divine revelation. The friend you trusted, whose presence once brought comfort, now may feel like a puzzle you cannot solve. Yet every action she takes is a reflection, a sacred signal pointing toward what must be healed before your heart can fully receive love. In her laughter, you may see joy you have not yet embraced. In her distance, you may glimpse fears you have not yet acknowledged. In her honesty, or even her unspoken words, God is showing you the pathways to your own truth. Archangel Gabriel moves in the spaces between you, illuminating the purpose behind every gesture. He reveals that your friend's role is not to hurt, confuse, or mislead. She is tasked with awakening discernment, teaching patience, and guiding you to recognize the divine patterns that govern your heart. Sometimes, heaven's guidance comes not as clarity, but as reflection, a shadow cast to show where the light is blocked. As it is written in Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves." Your friend may carry both light and challenge, not as an adversary but as a teacher. What she reveals in her hidden actions is not about her, but about the readiness of your soul to align with the love God has ordained. Do not dismiss the subtle patterns, the small deviations, the moments that feel off balance. They are not accidents. They are divine instruments, shaping your understanding of love, trust, and timing. Through her, heaven speaks. Through her, Archangel Gabriel writes messages upon your heart, guiding you to the soul that awaits. The heavenly conflict between attachment and destiny. Within your heart, there is a battle that cannot be fought by human will alone. The familiar calls to you with a soft, persistent voice, and yet the path that heaven has prepared stretches beyond comfort, beyond repetition, beyond what you have always known. This is the sacred tension between attachment and destiny. between clinging to the past and surrendering to what God ordains. Archangel Gabriel stands beside you, illuminating the cords that bind your heart to what feels safe. These cords are not evil, but they are limiting. Every thought of "I cannot let go" is met by a whisper of divine truth. Trust the timing I have set, for I know the one who will walk with you in eternity. Attachment binds the soul to what is human. Destiny aligns it with what is divine. The two will conflict until you choose surrender over control, faith over fear, divine vision over emotional certainty. Heaven's work is subtle. It cuts illusions softly, yet with precision. Your friend, in her actions and her distance, becomes the mirror of this conflict. She reveals where your heart clings to patterns, memories, or expectations that block the arrival of your true love. Every moment of discomfort, every pang of longing, every question of loyalty is an invitation to see beyond the veil. As it is written in Psalm chapter 37, verse 5, "Commit your way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." You are being called to release, to trust, and to allow the divine orchestration to replace the need for control. The struggle you feel is not punishment, but preparation. It is the refining fire that shapes readiness for the love that waits. Gabriel asks you to pause and reflect. Every attachment tested is a doorway to clarity. Every struggle between desire and divine will is a sign that heaven is near, guiding, shaping, and aligning your heart to the destiny only it can know. The warning: when heaven uses distance as direction. Sometimes God's guidance does not arrive with clarity or comfort. Sometimes it arrives in the form of distance, in the subtle withdrawal of someone you love, someone you trust, someone whose presence once brought warmth and certainty to your life. The shifts you perceive in your best friend's behavior, the pauses, the silences, the moments when she feels far away are not accidents, and they are not signs of abandonment. They are deliberate acts of divine orchestration. Heaven often moves in ways the human mind cannot comprehend, and in the space created by distance, the soul learns to discern truth. For when someone steps back, it is not always rejection. When someone appears to withhold, it is not always malice. When the familiar seems to fade, it is not always loss. It is instead a sacred intervention designed to awaken awareness, to guide your spirit, and to reveal the patterns you cannot yet perceive. Archangel Gabriel stands silently at the edges of these spaces, his light unseen but ever present, illuminating the hidden purpose behind what feels like separation. He asks you to look closely at what you are feeling, to pay attention not only to the actions of your friend, but to the echoes they leave in your own heart. The discomfort that arises, the questions that linger, the restless thoughts that emerge in the quiet of your mind. These are all instruments of revelation. The friend you perceive as distant may in truth be heaven's messenger, conveying lessons not in words but in presence, not in explanations but in reflection. Her behavior is a divine mirror, showing the areas of your heart that require discernment, patience, and surrender. In these moments of perceived absence, you are being asked to observe your own attachments. Are you clinging to expectation, holding tightly to what feels familiar, resisting change because it threatens your comfort? Or are you opening yourself to the possibility that this distance, this withdrawal, this quiet pause is a signal, a pointer toward alignment with a love that is being carefully prepared for you by God Himself? Archangel Gabriel reminds you that the heart can misinterpret divine signals, seeing punishment where there is provision, loss where there is guidance, chaos where there is orchestration. This is the test of perception. Can you see beyond immediate emotion and recognize the hand of heaven at work? As it is written in Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21, "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. That word may arrive not as spoken wisdom, but as an experience, a feeling, a subtle shift in relationship dynamics. It may come as a friend who seems distant, whose actions provoke unease, whose presence challenges your assumptions about loyalty, love, and timing. Yet, within that distance lies instruction, within that pause lies clarity, within that silence lies the echo of the divine voice, telling you to pay attention, to look inward, to prepare for what has not yet arrived but is certain to come. The friend's distance is a lens through which you can see the unhealed corners of your own heart. What are the attachments that bind you to illusions? What expectations prevent you from recognizing the love that is ready to enter your life at precisely the appointed hour? Gabriel's presence is constant, a guiding light illuminating not only her actions but your reactions, your fears, and your capacity to trust. He asks you to observe. Do you resist the unfolding plan out of fear, or do you allow your heart to align with divine timing? Every pause, every hesitation, every moment when her attention feels absent is an opportunity for your soul to grow. It is a call to patience, a call to reflection, a call to surrender. Heaven does not act with randomness. What feels like a withdrawal is in fact a precise placement, a deliberate act to guide you toward awareness, to clear obstacles, and to align your spirit with the love that God has destined for you. Your friend is part of this orchestration, not by accident, but by divine intention. Her distance is not a measure of affection lost, but a vehicle for revelation. Every interaction, every subtle shift in behavior, every challenge to your understanding is a message. Archangel Gabriel invites you to see with spiritual eyes, to listen with the quiet ear of the soul, to recognize that in every withdrawal lies preparation, and in every absence lies presence. The love that waits for you cannot be rushed, cannot be forced, and cannot be recognized by a heart unwilling to discern its own shadows. This distance is a sacred compass. It points not away from love, but toward the clarity, wisdom, and readiness necessary to receive it fully. It is heaven's quiet voice guiding you along the path, teaching you that true alignment comes not from control, but from surrender, not from expectation, but from trust, not from reaction, but from observation. Gabriel asks you to honor this sacred separation, to allow it to refine your heart, and to recognize that the friend you see as distant is, in truth, a messenger of the divine, preparing the way for the love story heaven has long written for you, the revelation hidden in pain. Pain is never random. Every ache, every confusion, every wound the heart carries has a purpose far greater than what the eye can see. When your best friend acts in ways that confuse, disappoint, or even hurt you, it is not always personal. Sometimes it is the language of heaven, carefully coded in human form, revealing truths your spirit has not yet recognized. The discomfort you feel is a prophetic signal, a call to reflection, and a moment where the soul begins to awaken. Archangel Gabriel watches over this process with luminous authority. He whispers that suffering is not punishment, but instruction. It is through the pain that the veils are lifted, and that the soul begins to distinguish between what belongs to illusion and what belongs to divine truth. The friend whose actions challenge you may appear to be an obstacle, yet every word, every omission, every act of distance carries a divine imprint pointing toward your heart's readiness to receive love in purity and timing. Consider what is written in James chapter 1 verse 2-4. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. The trials that arise through relational tension are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to strengthen your patience, sharpen your discernment, and prepare you to embrace what is sacred without doubt or fear. Pain reveals hidden attachments, unhealed wounds, and expectations that cloud the vision of the soul. Every tear, every moment of uncertainty, every pang of longing is a reflection of what must be acknowledged within. Gabriel moves through these moments as a guide, illuminating the lessons embedded in each challenge. He asks you to see beyond immediate discomfort, to feel beyond surface emotion, and to recognize the sacred choreography unfolding. What hurts now will later be understood as the signpost that led you to alignment with your destined love. The revelation hidden in pain is subtle but transformative. It teaches humility, patience, and trust. It dissolves the illusions that prevent you from seeing your friend not as a source of betrayal, but as a vessel of divine messaging. Every conflict, every misunderstanding, every moment of heartbreak is infused with intention. It is the divine hand shaping your heart to recognize love in its purest form, to respond to its arrival with readiness, and to discern truth from illusion. Gabriel reminds you that pain is never the end. It is the door through which understanding enters. It is the signal that the heart is being prepared, that the soul is being aligned, that heaven is at work behind every confusion. What seems unbearable now will, in time, become the revelation that illuminates the path to your true soulmate. Every shadow cast by discomfort is an opportunity for insight. Every moment of loneliness or doubt is a silent message from God, revealing the contours of love yet to come. The messenger's voice, Archangel Gabriel, speaks. Hear now the voice of heaven, carried through Archangel Gabriel, luminous and commanding, yet tender with sacred compassion. This is not a voice that scolds. It is a voice that awakens. He speaks to you directly, to the part of your soul that has been waiting for clarity, for direction, for the unveiling of what has remained hidden. Your friend, whose actions have stirred confusion and doubt, is an instrument of this message. Every word she has spoken, every silence she has held, every subtle gesture is a note in the divine symphony, guiding you toward recognition, preparation, and awakening. Gabriel reminds you that heaven does not move randomly. The friend whose presence perplexes you is part of a plan that stretches beyond human understanding. She has been chosen to reveal illusions, to mirror your unhealed wounds, and to guide your heart to discernment. The pain and uncertainty you have felt are not mistakes. They are the medium through which divine truth is delivered. The angel's light shines through her actions, illuminating the paths you have yet to see. As it is written in Luke chapter 1, verse 19, "And the angel answering said unto him, I am Gabriel, that stand in the presence of God, and am sent to speak unto thee, and to show thee these glad tidings." So Gabriel stands in your life now, sent to reveal the glad tidings of divine love, of timing, and of destiny. The friend you observe is the conduit, the channel through which heaven speaks, the mirror reflecting what must be healed and understood within you. Listen carefully. The friend's hidden motives are not for harm, but for revelation. She challenges you because heaven knows your heart is strong enough to endure the reflection. She tests your perception because only through discernment will you recognize the soulmate waiting in alignment with God's timing. Gabriel's presence is steady, luminous, unwavering. He calls you to see with spiritual sight, to hear with the quiet ear of your soul, and to feel with the depth of the heart, recognizing that the guidance woven through human actions is as sacred as the voice of angels themselves. The revelation is clear. Every discomfort, every surprise, every moment that questions trust is a divine invitation. Gabriel urges you to embrace the lessons, to observe the messages hidden in friendship, and to prepare your spirit to receive the love that will arrive only when you are fully aligned. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. This is heaven, writing its truth upon the canvas of your life. The mirror test. What her behavior reveals about you. Look closely now, for the actions of your friend are not merely about her. They are a mirror, reflecting what lies hidden within your own heart. The words that confuse, the silences that wound, the gestures that frustrate, each one reveals a truth about your fears, your expectations, and the attachments that have held you back from fully embracing the love God has prepared. Heaven often works in reflection, showing us not only the path forward but the blocks we carry, the shadows we must face, and the patterns that obscure clarity. Archangel Gabriel stands beside you as the lens of truth. He urges you to turn your attention inward and ask, what is it that you resist? What do you cling to that no longer serves the soul? What illusions of loyalty, expectation, or comfort blind you to the signs already placed in your life? The friend you watch is a teacher, a revealer, a sacred mirror whose presence exposes what your heart cannot yet see. In her actions, she holds up the reflection of what must be understood before the arrival of your divine love. As written in James chapter 1 verse 23, "For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass." You see in her behavior the patterns within yourself, impatience, doubt, fear, or attachment that have shaped the way you perceive love. Each moment of misunderstanding is a prompt from heaven, calling you to discern the difference between human intention and divine messaging. Gabriel's guidance is precise. He asks you to receive her actions, not with resentment or accusation, but with awareness. Every misstep, every confusing word, every distance she places between you and herself is an invitation to observe the dynamics within your own heart. In the reflection of her behavior lies the insight that will prepare you for the soulmate your spirit awaits. She is the mirror of what must be healed, clarified, and surrendered, so that your heart can fully recognize divine love when it appears. This test is not punishment, it is preparation. The reflection is not condemnation, it is revelation. Gabriel encourages you to move beyond surface emotion, to look past the initial sting, and to see the sacred purpose hidden in relational complexity. Every reaction she triggers, every lesson she presents, is a part of the spiritual training required to receive love that is patient, aligned, and eternal. Her presence in your life is the proof that heaven does not rush the heart, does not skip the lessons, and does not deliver love without readiness. The mirror she holds is sacred, and through it, you are being readied to embrace what God has already destined. The divine timing of love and the delay that saves you. Your heart aches for arrival, for certainty, for the one who will bring completion. Yet the soulmate you long for has not yet appeared, because heaven does not unite two souls in confusion, in haste, or in immaturity. Every delay carries precision, every pause holds purpose, and every absence is a sacred measure of preparation. Archangel Gabriel watches as the human heart struggles with longing, reminding you that divine timing is never late, never arbitrary, and never flawed. The delays that frustrate you now are the instruments through which God ensures that love will enter your life fully, without compromise, and with the clarity required for eternal alignment. The friend whose actions have caused confusion is part of this divine timing. Through her behavior, God has created a space for discernment, for reflection, for the realignment of your desires with your destiny. What seems like an obstacle is, in truth, a protective mechanism. Gabriel whispers that every misunderstanding, every moment of doubt, every instance where your heart questions loyalty, is a layer of preparation. Your spirit is being trained to recognize true love when it arrives, to feel its purity without interference from fear or past attachments. As it is written in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Your longing is not overlooked. Your prayers are not ignored. Heaven simply waits until the heart is ready to receive what is perfectly destined. The friend who challenges your patience, who tests your perception, is part of the divine choreography that prepares your spirit. She brings lessons that only time and reflection can fully reveal. Gabriel urges you to trust the silence, to honor the pause, and to embrace the space as sacred. The delay is a guardian, preserving your heart from choices made too soon, from attachments formed from fear, and from unions that are premature or misaligned. Every empty moment, every lingering question, every encounter that feels incomplete is a sign of divine orchestration. You are being guided to readiness, and the soulmate who will complete the story of your heart will arrive precisely when all obstacles, internal and external, have been cleared. Do not measure absence as rejection. Do not fear the delay as abandonment. Each step of waiting is infused with intention. Gabriel reminds you that the timing of love is a divine construct, a perfect rhythm that cannot be forced or rushed. The friend who seems distant, whose actions confuse or unsettle you, is a sacred instrument, holding back for your protection and preparing the heart to receive with clarity, discernment, and trust. Your patience is not wasted. Your vigilance is not unnecessary. All is aligned, all is measured, and all is written in the pattern of heaven. The crossroads, choice between emotion and revelation. Now you arrive at a sacred junction. Your heart is torn between what it feels and what it must see. Emotion pulls you toward attachment, toward judgment, toward reaction. Revelation calls you toward clarity, discernment, and trust in the divine plan. The friend whose actions have stirred confusion is the signpost at this crossroads, showing the path to wisdom if you are willing to look beyond the surface. Every tear, every pang of longing, every thought of doubt presents a choice. Will you follow impulse or will you follow insight? Archangel Gabriel stands beside you, radiant and unwavering, illuminating the way. He asks you to consider, how often has emotion misled your understanding? How often has attachment distorted what was truly happening? The friend who tests you is not the enemy. She is the mirror, the instrument, the messenger of lessons that can only be learned through discernment. Heaven now offers you the gift of perspective, the opportunity to step aside from immediate reaction and see the divine pattern. As it is written in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Here at this crossroads, you are being asked to acknowledge the work of God in the subtle dynamics of human relationships. Your reactions, if unexamined, can obscure the signs. Your patience, if embraced, can illuminate the path. This is the moment to choose revelation over impulse, to allow the voice of Gabriel and the hand of heaven to guide your perception. Every encounter with your friend, every moment of tension or uncertainty is part of this sacred test. You are being trained to see the unseen, to hear the unspoken, and to feel the truth beneath the veil of appearances. The crossroads is not punishment, nor is it indecision. It is opportunity. It is the moment when the soul decides whether it will trust divine orchestration or be swayed by the turbulence of human emotion. Gabriel asks you to step back, to observe, to reflect, to recognize that the discomfort is temporary, but the insight it brings is eternal. To see that your friend's actions, while confusing, are sacred tools, guiding you to prepare your heart for the love that God has written. Here at this crossroads, your choice will determine not only how you perceive your friend, but how you will receive the one who has been waiting in alignment with heaven's perfect timing. The great unveiling, what God is really doing behind the scenes. Now the veil begins to lift. What appeared as confusion, distance, or betrayal is revealed as divine orchestration. Heaven has been moving silently, shaping circumstances, guiding hearts, and arranging events so that your soul could awaken to clarity and preparation. The friend whose actions once caused doubt has been part of a sacred plan, a living instrument carrying the whispers of Archangel Gabriel, designed to illuminate what you could not see on your own. Every misstep, every tension, every unexpected word has a purpose. These are not mistakes, nor are they failures of friendship. They are signals, carefully placed to guide your heart toward discernment and awareness. Gabriel moves in the background, unseen but powerful, orchestrating subtle signs, aligning energies, and revealing patterns that will only become clear when your heart is ready to perceive them. The friend's behavior, previously misunderstood, is now understood as a reflection of divine design, a reflection of what was hidden in plain sight, waiting for the moment of awakening. As it is written in Romans chapter 11, verse 33, "Oh, the depth of the riches both of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are his judgments, and his ways past finding out." God's ways are beyond human comprehension. What seemed unfair, what seemed confusing, what seemed painful, was always moving toward a greater revelation. The friend's actions were never random. She was a vessel, a guide, a messenger, all working to prepare you for what heaven has already written, the arrival of your destined love. Gabriel calls you to recognize the sacred choreography that has been at work. The challenges you faced were not obstacles, but steps in a divine process. Each lesson, each reflection, each moment of tension was designed to refine your perception, to cleanse your heart of attachment to illusion, and to prepare your soul to receive true love without fear or hesitation. The unveiling is not only about understanding your friend, but about understanding yourself, your readiness, and the divine timing that governs your life. See now how heaven has been at work in the shadows. Every silence, every conflict, every pause in relationship has been a tool of instruction. Gabriel reminds you that nothing is wasted, nothing is random, and nothing is beyond the reach of God's guidance. The friend whose actions you questioned is now understood as part of the divine narrative, a narrative that leads directly to clarity, alignment, and the soulmate your heart has been destined to meet. Every hidden motive, every subtle action, every challenge has been carefully placed to awaken your insight and illuminate the path that leads to true, divinely ordained love. The Angel's Counsel: how to prepare for the love that awaits you. Now listen carefully, for heaven speaks not only in warning but in guidance. Archangel Gabriel extends his luminous hand, offering counsel for the heart that seeks divine love. The friend who tested you, who mirrored your doubts and fears, has already completed her part. Now it is your turn to act in alignment with the lessons revealed. Preparation is required, for love written by God cannot be fully received by a heart unready, distracted, or burdened by attachment to the past. Gabriel instructs you to cultivate patience and trust, to embrace forgiveness where resentment lingers, and to release attachment where fear has taken root. Reflect on your experiences with clarity, recognizing the messages embedded in each challenge, each moment of confusion, each pause that once felt like abandonment. These are not meant to diminish you, but to refine you. Every revelation, every lesson has been a step toward the heart's awakening and readiness. As written in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4-7, "Charity suffereth long and is kind, charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things." Gabriel calls you to embody these truths now, cultivating a heart capable of receiving love that is patient, discerning, and aligned with God's timing. He reminds you that true preparation involves more than reflection. It requires action. Pray for clarity. Observe without judgment. Release expectations that do not serve your soul. Align your intentions with divine will. The lessons from your friend, the trials endured, and the distance felt are all sacred instruments shaping the heart to recognize the one who has been waiting, guided by heaven, ready to enter your life at the appointed hour. Gabriel's counsel is clear. Be still, be receptive, and be vigilant. Do not rush the arrival of love. Do not compromise discernment for comfort. Allow the heart to open fully, purified by experience and illuminated by understanding. Through forgiveness, through surrender, and through trust, you will create the sacred space necessary for love that is enduring, profound, and divinely ordained. Your preparation is not passive. It is active alignment with heaven's perfect design, ensuring that when your soulmate arrives, your heart will recognize them without hesitation, fully aware of the signs that have been present all along. The prophetic seal, Archangel Gabriel's final blessing. Now receive the final word, the sacred seal of this revelation. Archangel Gabriel surrounds your spirit with light, radiance, and celestial authority, affirming that what you have learned, what you have endured, and what you have observed has been divinely orchestrated. The friend whose actions once caused confusion has completed her part in this prophecy. Her role was never to take from you, never to mislead, never to hinder, but to reveal the hidden patterns of your heart and the readiness required to receive the love God has destined for you. The trials, the silence, the misunderstandings, they are now understood as instruments of refinement. Gabriel reminds you that love written by God cannot be lost, delayed forever, or stolen. Your heart, once aligned with divine lessons, now stands prepared to recognize the soulmate appointed for you. The lessons that felt like burdens are now treasures. The moments that brought doubt are now guides. The actions that seemed confusing are now clear signs. Heaven has been writing this story from the beginning, and every step has led to this awakening. As it is written in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Your expected end is love, true and eternal. Gabriel seals this message with divine authority. Your heart has been prepared, your discernment awakened, your patience refined. The friend was the instrument, the revelation was the path, and the destination is the love that awaits in perfect timing. Receive this blessing fully. Stand in the knowledge that God moves in ways beyond human comprehension, that every action, every pause, every challenge has been for your good. The veil is lifted, the signs are clear, the path is illuminated. Your soul is ready. The love that was written for you by heaven can now enter pure, aligned, and everlasting. Archangel Gabriel's voice echoes in your spirit. Trust, observe, and walk in the light of divine timing. You are not alone. You are guided. You are ready. And the love of God, carried through the instruments He chooses, is coming. This is the prophetic seal. The message is complete. The blessing is eternal.